So I'm trying to figure out if this is necessarily a leak, but I think it might actually be because I've checked out Huda's website and they don't have any information on this. This is over on Boots, both the UK and the Irish site, and it seems to be Huda's new holiday palette, and it's called Icy Nude. I'm going to show you now in a second, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. Interestingly, for something that's called Icy Nude, I feel like it's missing a lot of shades that would make it legitimately icy. Like, where are the blue tones? Very, very strange. This is, by the way, going to retail for €72 or £62. And for me, I feel like that's quite expensive. But when we're looking at it, there's 11 velvety mattes. That's what they're saying. 3 foil shimmers. There's 2 triochromes, 1 biodegradable glitter, and 1 duochrome metallic. So that's a little bit different. They haven't really done that before. And even in the description, it says, in shades of silvers, greys, platinum, nudes, burgundies, pinks and whites for a totally icy vibe. Look, I get it. Huda loves her pinks and purples. I get it. It's her jam. But like, there comes a point where if you have a particular theme, try to stick to it. Like, I don't 100% get why she's kind of gone very much towards like including some pinks and burgundies. Why not include some blues? Like an icy metallic-y blue could have been really, really interesting in there. Even maybe like a pastel blue. It feels very much as though there's a little bit of a missed opportunity there. And of course they've said, to complete your icy look, our faux filler lip gloss gives intense, shiny, shimmery lips. So I guess, they're trying to link that in with existing collections. And they've given some of the swatches, not all of them, because this is obviously an £18 palette. I don't understand why they do that. Like, just show us all of them. Can I be 100% honest? Like, I think Huda's palettes are fine, right? I generally like what I have, but I think this increase in price, like €72, that is so expensive. And then looking at this colour story, like there's nothing here that I'm like, oh my God, this is so revolutionary. This is so different that I'm like, I feel she's kind of gone slightly towards somewhat duping herself. Like, obviously she has new kind of textures in there in terms of triochromes, biodegradable glitters, duochromes, etc. However, there are many brands that have done that already. And I mean, she looks beautiful there, but let's be real. I could probably use the existing rose quartz and maybe some like additional nude palettes that she has and probably come out with a very, very similar look. I get it, she has her aesthetic, it's great to stick to that, but sometimes you do just kind of have to break away from that. I will say though, I was looking through the list of ingredients and like there's a lot in there, but not a single mention of talc. So it does look like the formula itself is talc free. So I kind of understand to some degree why it's a little bit more expensive. So fair enough. And it's really weird because when I was over on Boots' website, there's like a video down below and the caption says, this is our last ever big palette. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, I know she's taken control of the company again, so it's kind of more her jam these days, which I'm like, well done, but also like, oh, that's interesting because I feel like the bigger palettes are a little bit more popular than, for instance, the 9-pan palettes. So it'll be really interesting to see where she's going on that. I'm going to actually play you that video now.
This is our last ever big palette. This is the Icy
That's
Nude.
really
I'm going to show
interesting.
you guys really quickly inside the palette. Look how beautiful these shades are. Basically, when we created this palette, we wanted to create something that was super beautiful, going to give you this beautiful kind of iciness. I did this very simple look, and I used my fingers for most of it. This is going to be like the easiest tutorial on how to create this beautiful iciness. So I'm obsessed with this white shade here. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in the inner corner. I'm actually going to mix the shimmer. So I'm going to start first by using this really beautiful white. It's called Iced Out. So I'm going to go in with my finger with this. This is a duochromatic. Look at that. Just look at that. And I'm just going to use this to blend it into the shadow. Look how easily that blended. This is like literally such a beautiful, easy look. I do the same thing on the other side. I don't know which shade to choose yet. I kind of want to choose this shade. I kind of want to choose this shade. This is like a silver metallic, and this is more like chunky. It's got duochrome. It's one of those things where you like press into it and you press it on your skin. It's going to melt. It's going to be shimmer. It's going to look really, really like almost like a melted metal shadow. I'm going to start with platinum and see how that goes. So this, as you can see, like truly very metallic. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back in with that platinum, and
The
I'm just gonna go ahead and
influencer
diffuse up
gasp.
the top of my lid. Okay, I'm gonna add a little liner, a little mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go back in with that beautiful white shade, and I'm just gonna continue that brightness.
But she does hint here that there's more products coming.
Frostbite blush, a little glittery gloss. This
Frostbite
is the final look.
blush.
This iciness, little faux fur.
So I don't know about you, I just find it really, really interesting that this is, by the way, the last big palette that they're doing. I don't know if I necessarily believe it. Maybe they're going to change it up, like, interesting sort of a move to take. Like, it looks beautiful on her, let's be 100% real, but she's a gorgeous human being. Like, she can kind of do whatever. Like, she could wear a bin bag and she's going to look well. How would that going to look on me? I don't know, probably not great. I think it's interesting. Obviously, there's more stuff coming as part of this collection. I mean, she said there's like a frostbite blush. So I guess we'll see. We'll also see how long this video can stay up for, because I might get into trouble for this. I don't know how much of a leak it actually is. But I mean, interesting that this is, by the way, the last big palette. And it is quite pricey. I'm wondering if they're going to have this be limited edition. I mean, they haven't done that before with any of their previous, like, kind of Christmas palettes before. Anything that's been around has kind of stuck around. So I guess this would be one to kind of keep an eye out for. I generally like their stuff. Like, they're fine. But yeah, I think that's interesting. Obviously, she's taking the brand in a totally new direction. She's even got, like, the new font and logo in there, which a few people have a few issues with that. But I mean, I get it. I'm autistic. I don't like change. So I kind of get why some people are annoyed with it. But I mean, kind of good that she's taking kind of claim of her brand again. So yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think. Are you interested in this or not?